This video is sponsored by Tidal. Is DJing for free acceptable? Should you accept requests? Is it okay to rip music? Well, these are just some of the controversial topics we'll be talking about in this video, so let's get started. Throughout my career as a DJ and YouTuber, I've given a lot of feedback on a lot of people's DJ mixes and career choices. And I've actually noticed that a lot of DJs make the same mistakes over and over again. So if you want to supercharge your career and skip doing all those mistakes, do not do these 10 things. Mistake number 1. Redlining. Redlining is done when you play a song and its channel level meter hits red. This isn't ideal because your song may start clipping or distorting. So if you're redlining, your song may sound like this in your headphones. But it could sound like this to your audience. You have to understand that songs can only get so loud. And if you try to push your songs past their limit, they will start to distort. And that distortion will only be amplified when you connect your DJ gear to a professional sound system. So as much as possible, try to keep your volume meters below the red and let the sound engineer do the rest. Mistake number 2. Loading the wrong song.
Rule number 3 of the DJ handbook: never eject the wrong CD.
Have you ever DJed and got so caught up that you actually loaded the wrong song to the wrong deck while your newly loaded song was playing?
This is the club baker. 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 Oh yeah. Come on.
This happens a lot, and this problem can be easily avoided by simply activating eject/load lock on Rekordbox DJ or lock playing deck on Serato DJ. With this feature enabled, the only way to load a new song now is to stop your deck, then load your next track in.
This is the club baker. This is the club baker. This is the club baker. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Mistake number 3. Downloading too many songs. Have you ever DJed and felt like you didn't have the right song, like you have too many songs that it felt overwhelming? Well, this is option paralysis, and this is the inability to make a decision when presented with a wide range of choices. So, the more songs you have in your library, the more stunned and paralyzed you could feel when choosing the right song for the right moment. But you may argue that the more songs you have, the more options you have to rock the dance floor. Well, to an extent, that idea is partially true, but in my opinion, it is better to download and curate the songs you will actually use in a party than to blindly download new music. After all, DJs at their core are curators of good music. So when you do download music for your gig, besides putting them in a curated playlist, try to make sure you really like the songs and will actually use them in a set. Mistake number 4. Buying DJ gear for the wrong reasons. It's easy to think that DJ gear will make you a better DJ. That thinking, of course, is fueled by marketing and is wrong. Expensive DJ gear will make the process of DJing easier and more comfortable and will give you more options to DJ effectively and creatively. But it's still up to the DJ to use that equipment as effectively as they can, and that obviously takes practice and hard work. I've personally used beginner DJ equipment in gigs and in festivals for years, and I've had no problem with them whatsoever except for their volume output since they're all USB bus powered. But if you're considering upgrading or buying new DJ gear, please consider this one important thing that most DJs don't even think about: inputs and outputs. I highly recommend investing in a controller that has extra outputs so that you won't have any problem connecting your DJ gear to a professional sound system. Also, a controller with extra outputs will objectively output a clearer and louder sound compared to USB bus powered equipment. So future-proof yourself and get a quality controller that you will maximize and use every feature of. Mistake number 5. Ripping songs. Now, you have to understand that audiophiles have varying degrees of audio quality levels. Some can sound really bad and some can sound incredibly good. When you listen to music on the internet, what you're hearing are compressed audio tracks fit for playback on your smart device, like your phone or computer. These videos or audio files, though, aren't meant to be played through a professional sound system like the ones you would find in a club or festival. So when you rip songs from the internet, you are literally getting those songs at the worst audio quality level because you're essentially downloading a copy of a compressed copy of a mastered copy, etc. So don't rip songs from the internet and DJ with them, expecting they'll sound just as amazing as they do on your phone or computer. They'll only sound decent there and not on speakers half the size of your car. Now, you may be wondering, where do DJs download or stream their professional sounding audio when they DJ live in clubs and in festivals? Well, if you want to download tracks, pro DJs like myself use DJ record pools. And you can think of DJ record pools as huge libraries of music of all genres, where DJs can download all the quality tracks they could ever need, like songs with intros and outros, acapellas, instrumentals, etc. Now, the streaming platform I use to DJ and listen to music is Tidal. And Tidal is a streaming service for all music fans including DJs, since you can also stream high quality music from this platform with Serato, Rekordbox DJ, Traktor, Denon, and a whole lot more. But what makes me prefer Tidal over every other streaming platform out there are 5 big reasons. Number 1. Tidal has over 80 million songs and 350,000 videos, all in high quality. Number 2. All the tracks in Tidal stream in lossless audio and high fidelity sound. So if you want to listen and DJ with tracks at their best audio quality, using Tidal is it. Also, Tidal offers MQA, Sony 360 audio, Dolby Atmos, and Hi-Fi all in one place. FYI, let me just let you know that DJs usually just play MP3 tracks. And these types of tracks are just okay for professional DJing, but when you play lossless audio, you can really hear the massive difference between the audio types. So if you really want to give your crowd or your ears the best musical experience possible, streaming and playing lossless audio is the way to go. Number 3. Since Tidal is also made for DJs, this platform also features curated playlists made by DJs for DJs. So if you want to mix and play a specific sound or genre, you're good to go. Now, I personally find this feature super useful for DJing since I don't have to waste time searching for songs and creating playlists. So DJing with Tidal just helps you relax and focus on mixing and giving the crowd a good time with really high quality curated music. Number 4. If you ever find yourself in the middle of nowhere with no internet, don't worry. You can still listen and DJ with your tracks provided you download them to your offline locker. Now, if you want to get Tidal, now is the best time to do so. So sign up for Tidal's limited time promotion now and enjoy 3 months of Hi-Fi for $1 and 3 months of Hi-Fi Plus for $2. Use the links down below to sign up and get started today. Mistake number 6. Mixing out anywhere. The secret to a good set is knowing when and where to mix. And nothing irks me more than hearing a DJ mix the next song in when people are still trying to enjoy the chorus or the verse. So as much as possible, observe your crowd and pay attention to them. Do your best to discern if they are enjoying the current song you're playing and whether or not it's a good time to mix in or out. Here's a quick guide. If you want to continue the energy of a song, mix the next song in during the current song's chorus. If you find the crowd not enjoying the current song you're playing, mix the next song in at the start of the song's next verse. And if you feel like you want to properly and cleanly transition to the next song while keeping the energy of the mix steady, mix the next song in at the current song's outro. Mistake number 7. Overcomplicating a mix. Now, it's easy to think that in order to be the best DJ, you must know all the best and coolest DJ tricks. Well, let me tell you from experience that that is not true. A DJ shouldn't always be flexing their skills in a set or showing off their mastery of the flanger effect. Because a DJ's job first and foremost is to play good music and to make the crowd happy. Keep in mind that the crowd is not there for your DJ skills, but rather for the music. So implement your DJ tricks tastefully in a set with the intention to complement the music and not overpower it. Mistake number 8. DJing for free. With the abundance of DJs in the market, it's easy for beginners to fall into the idea of DJing for free for exposure. Though doing that does have some benefits, such as trading connections, getting experience, and getting close to establishments, the negatives just simply outweigh the positives. For one thing, you're devaluing yourself and your skills, and all the work you put into marketing and creating content. Learning DJing and buying new DJ gear isn't cheap, so why DJ for free? Another disadvantage is that you're setting your market price to 0, and you're also lowering the overall payment expectations for other DJs in your community. Why should a bar owner pay another DJ XYZ when they can get away with paying them nothing? Now, if you think DJing for free will get you more gigs, that is indeed possible. But the gigs that will most likely be offered to you will most likely pay you nothing since you're already DJing for free. So be confident in yourself and charge what you think you're worth. And if you're having trouble determining that amount, ask other DJs in your community how much they're paid and how much they think bar owners should pay you. Mistake number 9. Wrong hand position. So I actually learned how to scratch the wrong way when I started out. Since I was right-handed, I assumed my dominant hand would go on the right platter, and to that extent, I was right. What I got wrong though is that I placed my right hand on the right platter's right side, and this resulted to me scratching in reverse. I quickly realized this mistake and corrected myself. But this incident made me research other scratch DJs and their scratch hand orientation. And here's a brief summary of my finding. If you want your scratches to sound more rhythmic and funky, then place your dominant hand on the platter and your non-dominant hand on the crossfader. This will result to you having more platter control, making it easier for you to get more funky with your pushes and pulls. If you want your scratches to sound more technical and complicated, then place your non-dominant hand on the platter and your dominant hand on the crossfader. By having your dominant hand on the crossfader, you'll be more in control of your cuts, enabling you to do more technical and fast scratching.
You a madman for this, yeah.
But in all honesty, scratch hand orientation doesn't really matter. Just do what feels right and practice and you'll be fine. Mistake number 10. Not accepting requests. Now DJs, I know, we all have better musical taste in the crowd and maybe even other DJs. We all know our music genre of choice is superior to anything, and we all know we can DJ better than the other DJ out there. I get it. We take pride in our skills and in our musical tastes. But I certainly think we can all agree that rocking a crowd is the best feeling ever. But what happens if no matter what you play isn't just working with the crowd? Well, it's at these times that I wish a crowd member would go to me and give me a hint on how to make them dance. So I personally don't say no to all requests. In fact, I take a lot of requests when I know that request is good and will indeed make the crowd dance. By taking requests, you not only get a cheat code to rock a crowd, but you also get an idea of what type of music they would want to hear, and that just helps everyone. So DJs, I know you're all better than most human beings out there, but please be humble enough to take requests and to take hints from the very people we work for. And that's it. Now, if you're still watching this video, comment down below a mistake I forgot to include in this list or your favorite mistake from this list, and include a thunder emoji in your comments so I know who you are. And with that said, thank you so much for watching everyone, and I will see you all in the next one.